When I think of classic arcade beat-em-ups, Capcom immediately comes to mind. Their Capcom beat-em-up bundle is like a time machine, taking you back to the golden age of the arcade era. It's a collection of 7 legendary games, including titles like Final Fight, Captain Commando, and Knights of the Round. Each game tells its own story of heroism, teamwork, and of course, smashing through waves of enemies. Gameplay-wise, it's a true homage to old-school arcade action. The controls are simple but effective, making it easy for anyone to jump in and start brawling. The real gem here is the variety, from futuristic battles with robots in Battle Circuit to medieval knightly quests in Knights of the Round. There's something for every kind of retro enthusiast. Plus, the local co-op mode makes this bundle perfect for gathering your friends for a nostalgia trip. This collection shines brightest for fans of the original arcade classics, or for younger players curious about gaming history. While it might not have the depth or polish of modern beat-em-ups, it's a solid pick for anyone craving some retro fun. Next up is a quirky indie gem that might surprise you, Streets of Red. If you're into pixel art with a horror twist, this game is right up your alley. The premise? You're battling hordes of zombies and creepy monsters in a brutal survival style beat 'em up. It's like someone mixed a Halloween party with an old school arcade cabinet. The gameplay focuses on skillful combat with punishing mechanics. Each character has unique abilities that you'll need to master to survive increasingly tough waves of enemies. The pixelated blood splatter and eerie music set the tone, making it a standout in the genre for fans of horror themes. That said, it's not for everyone. The difficulty curve is steep, so casual players might find themselves overwhelmed, but for those who enjoy a challenge and don't mind the darker vibes, Streets of Red is a thrilling ride. Double Dragon, a name that every beat-em-up fan knows. Double Dragon Gaiden takes the classic formula and gives it a modern twist with roguelike mechanics. Billy and Jimmy Lee are back, ready to fight their way through the streets to bring peace to their crime-infested city. What makes this game stand out is its blend of old and new. The combat retains the nostalgic simplicity of the original Double Dragon games, but the roguelike elements add layers of strategy. Each playthrough feels fresh as you unlock new upgrades and try different approaches to beat the levels. It's perfect for fans of the original series, but even newcomers will find it appealing thanks to its accessibility and dynamic gameplay. Whether you're here for the classic brawling or the modern progression system, Double Dragon Gaiden delivers a satisfying experience. When I first played the Takeover, I couldn't help but feel like it was a love letter to the classics while bringing something fresh to the table. The game takes the beat-em-up formula we all know and love, spruces it up with modern graphics, and layers on a killer soundtrack to keep the adrenaline pumping. The story is straightforward. You're fighting to take back your city from a criminal syndicate. It's the kind of setup that gets you straight into the action. What really stands out here is the presentation. The mix of 3D environments with side-scrolling action feels dynamic and visually striking. Combine that with explosive combos and some special moves that are just chef's kiss, and you've got a recipe for nonstop fun. This game is a fantastic entry point for anyone new to the genre, but it's also great for veterans looking for a polished experience. While it might not have the depth of some other titles on this list, the Takeover knows exactly what it is. A fun, fast-paced brawler that doesn't take itself too seriously. Let me tell you, if there's one game on this list that screams pure beat-em-up perfection, it's Fight and Rage. The moment you boot it up, you're hit with a retro vibe so authentic you'd think it came straight out of a 90s arcade, but don't let the old school graphics fool you. This game has depth. The story is set in a post-apocalyptic world where humans and mutants are at odds. You play as one of 3 characters, each with unique abilities, fighting to bring justice, or at least survive. The gameplay is fast, fluid, and incredibly satisfying. You can pull off some jaw-dropping combos, and the branching paths give you plenty of reasons to replay the game. Oh, and did I mention multiple endings? This one is for the hardcore beat-em-up fans who want a challenge. It's tough, but the kind of tough that keeps you coming back for more. Fight and Rage is not just a game, it's an experience, and one that demands your attention if you're serious about the genre. You can't talk about beat-em-ups without mentioning Castle Crashers Remastered. This game is pure joy from start to finish, with a blend of quirky humor, chaotic gameplay, and an art style that's instantly recognizable. The story is delightfully silly. You're a group of knights on a mission to rescue kidnapped princesses and defeat evil wizards. But the real magic of this game is in its co-op mode. Whether you're playing solo or with up to 3 friends, every level is packed with moments that'll make you laugh and cheer. Gameplay is simple yet addicting, with hack and slash mechanics mixed with light RPG elements. Leveling up your knight and unlocking new weapons adds a satisfying layer of progression. And then there's the music. Oh, the music. It's upbeat, weird, and perfectly fits the game's goofy tone. Castle Crashers is perfect for anyone looking for a lighthearted adventure. Whether you're new to the genre or a seasoned player, this game delivers a unique brand of fun that's hard to beat. When I think of games that perfectly capture the essence of their source material, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. The game is one of the first that comes to mind. Based on the graphic novel and cult classic movie, this game is a visual and auditory delight that hits all the nostalgic notes. The story is as over the top as you'd expect. Scott must fight his way through Ramona Flower's 7 evil exes to win her heart. The humor is spot on, with quirky animations and cheeky references scattered throughout. If you're a fan of the comics or the movie, this game will feel like a love letter. Gameplay-wise, it's a classic beat-em-up with RPG elements. You'll level up your character, unlock powerful new moves, and buy items to enhance your stats. The pixel art is stunning, and the soundtrack by Anima Noguchi is an absolute banger. It's one of the best chiptune soundtracks I've ever heard. This game is perfect for fans of Scott Pilgrim and anyone who appreciates a well-crafted, retro-inspired brawler. Grab some friends, dive into co-op mode, and prepare for a chaotic yet charming adventure. If there's one game on this list that screams pure nostalgia, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge. From the moment I picked up the controller, I felt like I was back in the 90s, jamming quarters into an arcade machine to play Turtles in Time. The story is classic TMNT. Shredder and the Foot Clan are up to no good, and it's up to the Turtles and their allies to save the day. The humor, vibrant art style, and fast-paced action perfectly capture the essence of the franchise. The gameplay is where this game truly shines. It features buttery smooth controls, satisfying combos, and special moves that feel just right. Plus, the co-op mode supports up to 6 players, which is pure chaos in the best way possible. Whether you're dodging projectiles or delivering devastating team attacks, every moment feels dynamic and fun. This game is a must-play for TMNT fans, but it's also perfect for anyone who loves co-op beat-em-ups. It's a celebration of everything we loved about the arcade era, brought to life with modern Polish. Now let's talk about one of my personal favorites, River City Girls. This game takes the classic River City franchise and flips it on its head by putting Misako and Kyoko, the girlfriends of the original protagonists, front and center. The result is a beat-em-up that's fresh, stylish, and packed with personality. The story is hilarious and full of heart. Misako and Kyoko set out to rescue their boyfriends, but along the way, they brawl their way through a colorful cast of enemies, from school bullies to eccentric bosses. The dialogue is sharp and often laugh-out-loud funny, with a strong anime-inspired vibe that makes everything pop. The gameplay combines the best of old-school and modern design. You've got traditional beat-em-up mechanics mixed with RPG elements like leveling up, unlocking moves, and buying items. The combat is fluid and satisfying, with each character having a distinct playstyle. And let's not forget the soundtrack. This game's music is so catchy, it'll have you humming along while you fight. Whether you're a fan of the River City series or just looking for a fun, vibrant beat-em-up, River City Girls is a must-play. It's an absolute joy from start to finish. Finally, we've reached the crown jewel of this list, Streets of Rage 4. As someone who grew up playing the original trilogy, I had high expectations for this game, and let me tell you, it exceeded every single one of them. The story is straightforward, staying true to its roots. The iconic city is once again under threat, and it's up to our heroes, Axel, Blaze, and their new allies, to bring peace by punching and kicking their way through an army of goons. While the narrative isn't groundbreaking, it's a perfect setup for what really matters, the action. The gameplay in Streets of Rage 4 is nothing short of phenomenal. The combat is buttery smooth, with combos that feel satisfying to pull off. Each character has their own distinct playstyle, and the introduction of super moves adds an extra layer of strategy. The game also offers both local and online co-op, making it perfect for teaming up with friends. What truly sets this game apart is the presentation. The hand-drawn art is stunning, blending nostalgia with modern visuals seamlessly. And then there's the music. Oh, the music. The soundtrack is a masterpiece, blending retro beats with fresh, energetic tracks that perfectly match the action. Whether you're a longtime fan of the Streets of Rage series or completely new to it, this game is a must-play. It's not just one of the best beat-em-ups on the Nintendo Switch, it's one of the best beat-em-ups ever made. Hands down, Streets of Rage 4 is the king of this genre, and it's a fitting conclusion to this list. That wraps up our list of the top 10 beat-em-ups on Nintendo Switch. Each game offers a unique mix of action, fun, and nostalgia. Whether you're playing solo or teaming up with friends, there's something here for everyone, so grab a controller, pick a game, and dive into the action-packed worlds of these amazing brawlers. Happy gaming!